Welcome back to JB Reviews. This is officially my first Ford Raptor review ever, and I think I did a good job. I'm here at Larry H. Miller Super Ford in Salt Lake City, and they just got this in. Unfortunately, it's sold. Luckily for some of us, it's sold. And if you would like to order this truck, be sure to call Brian here. He knows a ton about these trucks. He said this color went away, I think in 2017, they brought it back. This is the Avalanche, and man, it looks menacing. It has all the graphics, and it's just happy to see me, I guess, because it keeps blinking at me. So here's the window sticker for this rig. 2023 Ford Raptor. This does have the 3.5 liter EcoBoost high output. There's that color Avalanche with the blue Recaro seats. And be sure to pause it for the standard equipment. And then check out some of the optional ads for this truck. So moonroof and tailgate was $21.95. This one does have the Raptor exterior graphics, blue interior package, Recaro blue accent front seat, which has no charge, and then a few other things there. And then all in all, base price is $76,775. Destination is $18.95 for a total price of $86,985. Whoa. So one thing I love about this truck is the front end. Like, this thing has rigid fog lights down below, full LED projector headlights, and believe it or not, it still has parking sensors. With all the ground clearance, you probably don't need them. I mean, 325 is a meaty tire, and look how big that skid plate is down below. Like, that thing is huge. And I wish I had a ZR2 to show you guys, because man, look at that. That is massive suspension right there. Tow hooks. And let's go ahead and turn on the lights too, because there's a lot of lighting going on around here and we have to check it out. So love the orange accent light, which is basically like a daytime running light. Of course, you have those projector style headlights as I mentioned. The rigid lights are right there. Now there is a cover that pops off, but I'm not taking that cover off because it ain't my truck, so we'll leave that alone for now. And then of course, because of the wide body design, they do give you these 3 amber lights in the center there. This hood is massive too. Nice graphics. And then check out that front design there. Wow. Looks really good. And you have a side marker right there. And then out back, you have another side marker in red. Full LED tail lights. And I'm surprised they don't put a light right there. Interesting. And of course up top there, more brake lights. Now off to the side, as you guys saw, you have these massive fender flares and independent suspension up front. Like, this looks insane. This is a load range C. And here's some of the capacities for this tire, 2,535 pounds. And I love the running boards. They're gonna help protect that side if you do off-road with this rig. And they do have lights down below with the camera. I didn't know if I showed you guys the front, but you do have a 360 camera view, and then here's the frontal camera right there. And then check out this little side vent too. Sheesh. This color is fire. And I'm not a graphics guy either, but this has the graphics on the side of the bed, on the front of the hood. It looks really good actually. And it does have smart key system, 36-gallon fuel tank. And I'm surprised they didn't put a liner in here. I'm not even sure if that's even an option, but here's your suspension. 17-inch wheels. I probably would prefer an 18, but I'm sure they have the reasons for going 17s. Dual exhaust out back. Let me know what you guys think about this overall color scheme. I think I would prefer more of a black color, but the gray's not bad either. I'd take it either way. This one did have the power lift gate, backup camera, and then you have a light for your conventional hitch, tow hooks, and then you have your 7 and 4 pin down below. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the license plate lights were LED. They do provide a step right here. And here's your power plug on the side, bed lights. And this does have a power function to put it back up too. You can be as lazy as you want with this truck. And then out back, I don't know if you guys noticed, but this does have a 410 rear axle, coil spring, so no leafs out back. And as I mentioned, this is my first time ever really getting up close and personal to a Raptor 2. So they do have a really robust suspension on this rig. Perfect Baja truck. So let me ask you a question. Is 450 horsepower, 510 pound-feet of torque enough for a Raptor? I would think so, especially having these big tires. However, there is the Raptor R, everyone knows about it, 700 horsepower and 640 pound-feet of torque. Don't get me wrong, this is huge performance out of this 3.5 liter V6, but because of the TRX, Ford had to come hard with the Raptor R. But with this having the 10-speed transmission, this is a really good setup for anyone who wants great performance. I think that for the fuel economy, I would probably choose this one, but who buys these trucks for fuel economy? Alrighty, so let's go ahead and check out this ridiculous interior. I think that this is probably the best interior. I think I would choose this over the TRX. Like, this is super nice. And having the option for sport seats, these are Recaro seats. Look at the bowstring on the back and on the leg support. Love the blue. This is just ridiculous, like insane. Of course, you can tilt these. Let's go ahead and open this panoramic sunroof so we can get as much light inside of here too. Now, the only thing this truck is missing is sport pedals. That's it. And maybe a third pedal for a manual transmission. Just kidding. But actually, no, I'm not kidding. Some of you guys actually would want that. But here's some of your controls for the lights. You can drop that tailgate from inside. You do have lights on the side of the mirrors too. I didn't show those to you right there. And they do give you electronic parking brake. You can adjust the pedals. And here's some of the seat controls. Lumbar support, you can control the front and rear of this bottom of the seat, and of course, the back seat. They do give you a power steering column too. Love how large the paddle shifters are. This is such a nice setup here. Like, I think I'm in love. And this steering wheel is meaty too. Like, you need pretty big hands for this. And although this isn't carbon fiber, it still looks really good. I would like to see maybe less chrome inside the interior. I'm gonna be a little picky with that. That color there is perfect for it. Just put that all on the interior, all right here. And of course, you could drop this down and then you can make a workstation here. And check this out. Even on the center console here, they give you that Raptor spelt out here in like a cloth. And then you have that blue. This is not Alcantara. I guess this is more like suede. And then here's that roof. Love where they put the auxiliary switches. Now let's check out some of the driving modes. I am surprised they don't make this all-wheel drive too. That's something I would have liked to seen from this truck. I'm pretty sure the Raptor R comes in all-wheel drive because obviously the TRX does. But it would be cool to see this one have the same setup. But let's go ahead and check out some of this stuff in here. There's so many things that I haven't seen. So we're gonna check out the driving modes. So let's go ahead and move it over to the counterclockwise. All right, so slippery is the first one. Then you have tow haul mode, sport, normal, off-road, Baja, rock crawl, and that's it. They also give you 2 buttons on the steering wheel here, so they have one for steering. So let's go ahead and check out steering. We might have to turn the truck on. Let's turn on for a second. Wow. I would like to note the exhaust is pretty loud on this truck too, by the way. So let's go ahead and push this button again. So you have normal, comfort, sport, and that's it. And I guess the last one here is probably another driving mode that you have to use that in. And then of course you have suspension, so sport, and then off-road. Yeah, I still won't go over to the last one here. And here are some of the gauges that they give you too. Like that they do this for you, so you could change some of the suspension. Let's go ahead and kind of put stuff in sport mode here. Yeah, check that out. That's pretty cool. I have it in 4 high. Just wanted to see what it looks like. And it looks like you could even change the exhaust too. This is really cool. Again, this is my first time actually seeing this truck in person, so I'm in awe here. So here's some of the measurements. I love that they give this to you guys. Engine oil pressure, air charge temperature, transmission, vacuum boost. It's really cool. And then tire pressure, which is going to be obviously important. And here's for your pitch and roll there. And power distribution for your full drive system. I'm gonna turn the truck back off too because I'm in a closed garage. I want to die in here. But yeah, this is like a 12.3 inch screen, 12-inch display on this side. And then you have a button up top here for some other off-road settings too. You have your traction control. And this is going to be really important for people who do plan on going off-road. Obviously, this is helpful for the frontal if you are trying to rock crawl or something like that. And even though this truck is geared towards performance off-road, you still have nice like comfort features like dual climate control. You have the B&O sound system. You even have speakers in the headrest and heated and ventilated seats. You have all your power plugs for all your toys. And if you need to tow a small trailer, you can. And as I was showing you guys the drive mode, that's how I was doing it. I was just twisting this. And if you want to change over to 4-wheel drive high or 4 automatic or 4 low, it's just at a push of a button there. Also, speaking of pushing a button, push button starts right there. And charging station, 2 USBs. That's a type C and a type A to the right. And then here's some of the other features here. Really nice. Even the dash above here, just everything's done well. Love the accent. That looks like carbon fiber. Now that I see it on my camera, that does look like carbon fiber accent. But yeah, this truck is fire, 100%. Now let's go ahead and check out the back. So here's some of the styling out back. I do like this like polished look. Looks good. And then here's more of that carbon fiber. 60/40 bench. And they don't cheap out and just give you blue seats up front. Back in the day, sometimes they would give you the nicer seats out front and then give you just a regular seat out back. But they're not doing that kind of stuff anymore. Flat floor surface here. And 2 cup holders. You also have 2 there. Heated seats, power. You have 2 type C USBs and then another power plug out back. This thing has a pretty big inverter, so that's why you're able to get more of those power plugs. Yeah, this interior looks great. Love the panoramic sunroof. And let's go ahead and take a look at the numbers on the door here. So for Ford, they do have the front gross axle rating at 3,750. The rear is 3,800 pounds with a gross vehicle weight rating of 7,200 pounds. And then all in, here's the payload capacity for this truck, 1,256 pounds. Now that's obviously low because this truck is heavy. And the reason why is because of the suspension, the tires, the interior, and the wide body too.